Hello YouTube, it's Unlimited Pokemon again, and today I have an unlimited deck for you. This is my current deck that I've made and I'm playing. It's a unlimited Umbreon deck, so it plays a bunch of Umbreons. I'm kind of calling it like an Umbreon toolbox, like control deck. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's something to play, something we have fun with. So it's just like a little deck profile, and I'll go through the cards with you and why I selected these cards. Alright, we'll start off with uses 3 Sableye. It's a good starter, impersonates pretty decent start setting up. You can also Sable Donk in this deck, so that's kind of cool. Lets me go first when I use him as my active Pokemon. Just kind of a cool card, and this deck plays Umbreon, which is going to play Dark Energies, and Sableye is just kind of good to have for start. Next I've got 4 Rising Rival Eevees. I've tested other Eevees in the deck. This just seems to be the best one. If I start out with an Eevee, I can usually Signs of Evolution on the first turn, go get myself 2 Umbreons, and we start off like that. Decent little Eevee, 50 HP, bounce is kind of cool, it can go back to my bench if I need it to. That's the Eevee that I run in the deck. Next we do the Umbreon lineup. It runs 2 Umbreon EX. Probably not as good as the EX cards nowadays, but still kind of cool. Forces your opponent to switch his Pokemon out. Black Cry kind of keeps it there, and Darken's Fang is just an attack that does some damage. 110 HP, only run 2, because I run other different Umbreons in the deck. So 2 Umbreon EXs. Next I've got 2 Umbreon Primes that I run. This is probably the big beater, even though he's not that big, but usually have 2 or 3 other Umbreons out with this guy, so he's doing some good damage. Cloud Cover Moon is kind of a good move too. Get him back to my hand, heal him, and it's kind of good. Next I got a 1-of Umbreon Majestic Dawn, and it's kind of cool because it gets all my other Umbreons, gets rid of their weakness, so I'm not worried about fighting type Pokemon, and it gives them free retreat. Kind of cool. It's 1-of Tech. And the last Umbreon I run is Umbreon Gold Star. I just run 1, obviously, because I can only run 1. Dark Ray is kind of cool. It's kind of like a control card. Force my opponent to discard a card. And, yeah, kind of throws them off tempo. This is probably my favorite card, so I'm going to run it in the deck, and it's neat. So that's the main state of the deck. Next I got some support cards here. Run 4 Uxies for the draw power. That's kind of good. I've got a bunch of cards that lets me reuse my Uxies, and Uxie is just a good card. Saw a lot of play in Standard when it was in the format, and just a good draw card. The last Pokemon I run is 1 Azelf. Helps me to take a look at my prices and get anything back that I need. Just kind of helps out like that. Kind of helps me maneuver better. Next we'll get into Trainer Supporters and Stadiums. I run 2 Broken Time Spaces. That's for quick evolution of my Eevees into Umbreons. Just helps me get them out quicker, and yeah, it's not a bad card. Run 1 Great Ball just to help me to the top 7 cards in my deck and grab whatever I needed there, Uxies, Umbreons, Eevees, stuff like that. Just run 1. 1-of Tech, it's kind of good. And then I run 1 Night Maintenance. Helps me get back my knocked out Eevees and Umbreons and basic energies if I need to. Just run 1. That's all I really need. Next I've got 2 Pokemon Catchers. A card that's played in almost every standard deck right now. It's really good. I run 2. It kind of helps. It kind of has good synergy with stuff like Umbreon, EX, who does pretty much the same thing, but this time I get to choose. Next I've got 4 Pokemon Communications. This deck's really trainer heavy, so I definitely don't want to be trainer locked, but Pokemon Communications helps me search out my Umbreons, Eevees, Uxies, stuff like that. Just good trainer card. I can play multiple of them on 1 turn. They're pretty good. Next to recycle my Uxies, Azelf if I need to, and Umbreon EXs and Umbreon Gold Stars, 2 or 3 Super Scoop Ups. It's kind of good. It's really flippy, but still run 3. So yeah, consider playing Scoop Up, but it's Super Scoop Up kind of helps me get back EXs and stuff like that. It's a good card. Next I've got 2 warp points. Keeping up with the theme of making my opponent switch out his Pokemon, I use 2 warp points over 2 switches. I just prefer warp points over switches. That's just the way I go. Got 2 Pokemon tools in the deck, which are 2 expert belts. They're really good. Don't really want to play them on my Umbreon EXs because then my opponent's scoring 3 prizes off me, but if I have to, I will. It just makes my Umbreon EXs that much stronger. Now, to recycle all the trainers, I've got 2 junk arms in the deck. Helps me get back my super scoop ups and Pokemon communications and stuff like that if I need to get them back. Just run 2. 2 I think is probably good enough. Get into supporters now. Run 3 BB searches. They're kind of like Pokemon communications, but they're supporters. They do the same thing. And get an early lead on basic Pokemon. I'm going to use Pokemon Collector probably turn 1. Gets my EVs and Oxys and all that stuff out when I need them. More cards to recycle Oxys, EXs, and Umbreon Gold Star. Run 2 Seekers. Also good if I'm trying for a Sabledonk. And yeah, they're just good cards. Last but not least, just get to the energies real quick. Just run 5 basic dark energies. Deck doesn't need any more than 5 basic dark energies I found. A lot of the Umbreon's attacks are you're going to use double colorless energies, so I definitely play 4 double colorless energies. They're just really good cards. Helps me get the attacks out as soon as possible. Then next I've got 4 special dark energies. Kind of powers up my Umbreon, stabilize for donks and stuff like that. And last but not least, I've got 2 cyclone energies. Once again, keeping the theme of switching my opponent's Pokemon out. Basically a revolving door of Pokemon on my opponent's side. I play 2 of them. I don't know, I think they're kind of cool. So I'll play 2. So that was my unlimited Umbreon toolbox type deck going on there. It's kind of fun. Umbreon's my favorite Pokemon, favorite card, and yeah, just something to do. So yeah, that's our first deck profile on the channel. Please leave a comment, let us know what you guys would change in it, if you guys like it, if you guys play unlimited or just pure standard. Once again, thanks for watching, and take care guys, have a good one.